Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Urban Girl Gardening. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today, I'm not going to keep you guys long. I just want to talk to my beginner gardeners, the gardeners in their early stages, the ones giving it a try for the first time or the first, second, or third time and still, getting their feet wet. I want to talk to you guys for a little bit. But before we get started, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so, please. Go ahead. You know you want to. Come on. All right. And if you are a frequent flyer here at Urban Girl Gardening, thank you so much for coming back. So I'm going to talk to you guys while I repot some of my houseplants. Baby Zilla, my sweet little almost 2-year-old daughter, has completely dug up my aloe and single-handedly tried to destroy some of my plants, so I am going to repot them and uplift them while I try and uplift you guys. So today's video is all about empowerment in the garden. A lot of us use our gardening lifestyle to sort of give us just something to do, something to stay active. For some of us, it's a hobby. For some of us, we're working towards making it a lifestyle, towards self-sustainability. With all of that being said, I want you guys to remember that above all things, gardening is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be enjoyment, and you should not be afraid of it. So that is my first point that I want to make, especially to the beginner gardeners. I talk to a lot of people who say, oh, well, I don't have a green thumb, or it's I want to do it, but I'm scared that I'm going to kill everything and it's not going to turn out right. Anything that we do in life, if we do it in fear, it's not going to turn out right. None of us were born walking. None of us were born talking. None of us were born doing half the things that we're pretty good, if not great, at now. So let your gardening experience be something that you learn from, something that you grow to enjoy. You have YouTube, you have Google, you got your neighbor down the street whose garden you probably admire every spring, every summer, and you're like, man, I wish I could do that. You can. Go talk to them. Go talk to your neighbor. Use your resources. There are lots of resources out there for you to help you get started. And in this day and age, the way things are going, we all need a helping hand. People need people. And if your neighbor has a beautiful flourishing garden, or even if your neighbor just has a few containers, a pot of peppers, a pot of tomatoes, ask them, how'd you get started? Maybe try helping them out for a little bit before you just jump in. But in my personal opinion, you should not be afraid. You should just go ahead and jump right into it. Work with what you got. I mean, we go on YouTube and we see all these beautiful homesteads and farms and these gardens with 20 raised beds and people with acres and acres of land, and they have fruit trees and they have gardens a mile long. That's not what all of us have, but that does not mean that we can't work with what we got where we are now. So if you're in an apartment, do you have a balcony? Can you put a few pots on your balcony? There are plenty of vegetables that you can grow right on your balcony. Get you a potted pepper, get you a potted tomato, get you a bushy cucumber, get you a zucchini. If you have a fire escape, one of my sisters actually has a fire escape that gets lots of sun, and guess where she's going to be growing? Right on that fire escape. Now, don't take up too much room now. We don't want no hazardous gardening, but start with what you got. Don't be afraid of the cost. You don't have to start big. I mean, there are basics that you're going to need. You're going to need some soil. You're obviously going to need seeds, but get yourself a few pots, obviously bigger than this. If you're going to grow a pepper or a tomato or something, get yourself a few pots and start there. The worst that can happen, your plant doesn't grow. I'm sure you bought more than one seed. you can plan it and you can start again. I'm not saying don't Google for assistance or come back to Urban Girl Gardening for assistance, but don't let the fear of not having enough space or thinking you don't have enough space stop you from trying. Essentially, it's your garden anyway. It's your garden. Do it the way you want. Start the way you want. Be resourceful, but just get started. That's all you have to do. I got these little succulent plants here that I have to repot. Babyzilla she's cute, but she's dangerous, y'all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. My poor little aloes and succulents, they never stood a chance. But anyway, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes is how you learn. And like I said earlier, anything that you've ever done, I'm sure you weren't always an expert at it. Whether it's your job, whether it's parenting, I mean, that's the scariest job of all. You didn't always know how to do that great, but you didn't give up on it. Well, I hope you didn't give up on it. Don't give up on something before you even give yourself a chance to get good at it. There are plenty of resources, again, that you have that can help you. I still, to this day, have never, ever grown a successful onion. Last year, y'all, and don't laugh at me, do not laugh. Last year, I thought I had onions growing. Child, some bird had flown by and dropped some seeds that looked, the seeds grew and they looked like they were onions. I pulled them things out, child, they was nothing but weeds. They was nothing but weeds. But I wasn't disappointed. I'm lying, I was disappointed. But I did not give up. I went and got me some onion seeds. And I might get some sets, I'm not sure, but I like trying things from seeds. I went and got me some onion seeds, and guess what I'm gonna be starting in my garage, in my little grow area next week. Or the week after, I'm still waiting for some things to come in the mail. I'm gonna try again, and I'm gonna grow some onions. I am, and I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna keep trying. It's your garden. It's your garden, and you're allowed to make as many mistakes as you have to make before you get it right, just like in anything else. You learn how to tie your shoe, didn't you? You learn how to drive. You learn how to excel at your job, wherever you are now. Isn't this cute, guys? Isn't it adorable? So yeah, do not be afraid to make mistakes. And again, use your resources. Come back to YouTube, go to Google, go visit that neighbor with the beautiful garden. Let them help you. Let them help you. Gardening it's fun. It's supposed to be your place of peace, your place of solace. And in making mistakes, you're ultimately experimenting, because nothing, and I repeat, nothing ever comes out perfectly the first time or every time. Because you might grow something great and the next year try it again and the sucker don't want to do what it's supposed to do. But that's life. That's life. Do not be afraid to make mistakes and try something new. Y'all, grow something that you can't readily get at a grocery store. Now, I'm not talking about tomatoes, because there is nothing like a homegrown tomato. But try a different experiment, like okra. I can't readily get okra here in upstate New York unless it's frozen, but I will try and grow it. It's a fast grower. It thrives on neglect. So if you don't have all the time in the world, plant you some okra and just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Or a different variety of lettuce that you can't readily get in your grocery store. Lettuce is so easy to grow. So easy to grow. If you don't have a lot of space and you want to grow something like cabbage or broccoli, you got to think about whether or not you want to use up the space that you do have on something that grows really, really big. It's fairly inexpensive in the grocery store. You can just go ahead and pick it up, grow something different, grow something new, experiment. I had an experimental garden last year. I threw stuff in there and I just let it go, y'all. I didn't weed, I didn't do anything like that. I wanted to see what would happen. I got tomatoes, I got beans, I got a couple of cucumbers. It wasn't as as awesome as my regular garden, but things did happen. And sometimes for a beginner gardener, all you need to do is see that seed sprout, see that fruit coming on, and you'll get inspired. I guarantee you will get inspired. Not expired. Please don't get expired. Just do it. Do not be afraid. Go out there, get you a pack or 2 or 3 of seeds, get you some containers, put the dirt in the containers, put the seed in there, water it, and watch it grow. Okay? If you got room, build you a raised bed. You don't have to build 100. Start with one. Start with one and a handful of plants and see what happens. See what happens. Now, anything that you do, I know you want to be the best at it. I know you do. You want to be the best at it. But we're all not going to be the best from the beginning. So don't be overwhelmed by the big gardens that you see on YouTube. Half the time, these guys, that's what they do. They're YouTubers. That's what they do. Okay? But if you got a 9-to-5 and you just want to grow something here or there, just grow it. Just grow it. Put your seed in a pot and just get going. There is nothing to gain from being fearful. There's everything to gain if you do it right. Save yourself some money on some groceries. Look at this. Y'all, my child pulled these things right up out the pot. Can you see this? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. You have everything to gain by just trying. So much by just trying. You will learn. You will some way, somehow get something out of it. And like I said, if you don't want to go full throttle and, dig up your yard and build a bunch of raised beds, you don't have to. You do not have to. Start where you are and go from there. I'm gardening right in my backyard. One day I do hope to have a homestead, but I'm not there yet. I don't have acres. I won't have it for a couple of years, but that's okay because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And I promise you, if you just pick up that seed, put it in that soil, put it in that water, you will enjoy the process. There's nothing like seeing the seed sprout and reaping the fruit of your hard work, okay? And in this time that we're in now, gardening might be exactly what you need. It might be exactly what you need to put you in a different headspace, to get you excited about something again, to get you happy, to keep you going. It gives you a reason to get up every day and to go out, get some sunshine. Like, gardening is so good for your soul, your mind, your body. Man, if you're out there digging, it's a workout. Do not be afraid. So this video is all about empowering you to garden, to grow, to work towards self-sustainability if that's what you're working for, to get a new hobby if that's what you're working for, to make new friends. There's a whole gardening community. Go out there and make some new friends. But all in all, I want you guys to do something to make you happier. It will certainly make you healthier. Something to put your mind and your body and your spirit in just a better space. And that's all. That's all I want to talk to you guys about. I just wanted to give you guys a little encouragement, and it's your garden. It's your garden. Garden your way. Don't be intimidated by these gardeners with these large farms and the large open spaces. Get you a container. I'm gonna say it again. Get you a container, get you a seed, get you some soil, get you some water and some sun, and get out there and grow something. Y'all, I'm in here playing in this dirt. It's about 10 degrees outside here in upstate New York, and just playing with this dirt and trying to save my poor little aloe that my baby dug up. It's making me happy. It is. It's making me smile, and I want you guys to smile because we all need a little sunshine these days. So that's all I got for y'all. Just a little encouragement, just to get out there and grow, grow, grow. All right? All right, y'all. So I got quite a few more plants to pot up, but I'm going to end it there. I want you guys to be confident. I want you guys to enjoy gardening. I want you guys to not be afraid to get a little dirty. And I mean, it's not even food. It's not even food, and look how happy I am. You guys can do this. You can do it. You can garden. You can grow food. Thank you guys so much for listening to my rant of empowerment for you, all you future gardeners out there. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and like the video. Hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and share it, comment, follow me on Instagram at Urban Girl Gardening. Go to Facebook and join my Facebook group, Urban Girl Gardening. Just look it up. We would love to have you. Love to have more gardeners from all over, Urban Girl Gardening. And if you want to chat, you want to send me a message, shoot me an email, theurban-girl-gardening@gmail.com. That's THEE, urbangirlgardening@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for being here. Learn with me, grow with me. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.